Flippin' Show.
Alright, so
What it do? Who you came to see? Trebor and J.Rod number Mother Flippin' 3. Broke this up a long time ago. Sorry. What's going on? You miss us?
what is that?
First of all, before we get started, we want to send a big shout out to our number one fan out in the
Cali.
He's a thug. Shorty wanna be a thug. His name's
Chucky.
Chuck. I thought it was Chico. So.
Chico. Chucky.
Chucky. Sorry. How you gonna be a thug with a name Chucky? Wasn't Chucky a dang doll?
I think so. Didn't he stab Redman in the new one?
It's not funny, Chucky. Let's grow up, man. Change your name. It's not good for you, buddy. Alright. Now it's time for me to tell my story. Like we always do. So, January 2nd, I decided I was going to get a tattoo. Chosen one. It's pretty titillatus. So, I decided to take J Rizzle, my nizzle for shizzle, and clutch a lutch, bud much, to go with me. So we stopped by a guy named Ken's Tattoos. Thanks, kid. So, we were sitting there, and I'm in the chair getting a tattoo. Told me how much it'd be. I was like, alright, cool, let's get it. So, we get there, and just goofing around. Guy starts doing my tattoo. I'm like, right on. So he gets up there, and he's like, yeah, what you guys do for New Year? I was like, oh, well, I went out to the club with my boy Keith and Eric, who hung out, you know, did the dang thing. And he's like, oh, right on, that's cool, man. Yeah, that's really cool. I was like, what you do? He's like, bought a bunch of cocaine. I looked at Jared and I was like, big gulps, huh? Welp, my tattoo artist does cocaine. Anyway, we get there and he's like, yeah, dude, I did $1,500 of cocaine. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to feel a little uncomfortable here. So he's like, yeah. So he gets a call from his wife. He's like, dang it. I paid $2,000 for some more cocaine. Yeah, there's certain things you don't want to hear when you're getting a tattoo while a guy has control of your whole arm and needles, and he can mess up your whole arm in about 5 seconds. You don't want to hear, yeah, I didn't sterilize my needles before I did this. Or, hey, the night before I did your tattoo, I did $1,500 worth of cocaine.
Cocaine.
In the words of my boy Rick James, cocaine's a hell of a drug. So my tattoo artist did a Christian tattoo with $1,500 worth of cocaine in his body. Trevor feeling a little bit uncomfortable. I'm scared. I'ma hate myself. That's 20 years ago. You don't know.
Alright, gonna tell the story as quick as I can because most of the time I just draw it out. But me and my wife, she was my girlfriend at the time a couple years ago, going to this concert for this band known as KMFDM.
Kim for the minute. For him.
They're an industrial rock group. Anyways, now the concert came.
Industrial rock.
Mm-hmm.
They're like Dick Cage or something? Industrial rock hunters?
No, it's electronic beats, metal, all that fun stuff. Anyway, so that night of the concert, I put on my boots, my black jeans, black rock t-shirt, and we get all dressed up, spiked my hair. We went up. We got our MapQuest directions.
MapQuest on the Trebor and J.Rod Flippin' Show.
Yep. We were driving there. We were on 70. And we were looking at the map and we were trying to figure out what exit we had to take to get to Mississippi Nats.
Mississippi Nats.
Well, we missed the exit. And unfortunately, we crossed the bridge into East St. Louis.
Oh my lucky stars, the Negroes.
So you can imagine us being a little lost, seeing as we've never been there before. Drove past all of the strip clubs.
Well.
We
I was gonna get them all.
Mm-hmm. So we are totally lost trying to find our way back to the highway. So we're looking around, we're driving around trying to figure out our way around. But then we drove through this town. I'm not a racist individual, but there was a lot of African Americans there and no white people in sight. So when you see a big old van driving through your town with 2 white people in it.
Rest in peace, the beast.
Rest in peace, the beast. I miss that car.
Man.
Anyways, so they're looking at us. Yeah. And some of them didn't look like they were happy to see us. They weren't waving or anything. But we pulled into this gas station that was there. And I told my wife, my girlfriend at the time, I said, I'm going to go see if I could get some directions back to the highway. And she looked like she was scared crapless. And before I could even open up the car door, BAM! Over at the passenger side window, this guy comes up. Scares the crap out of my wife. And the guy looks at us and he says, "You guys cool?" And me and my wife look at each other and we say, yeah. Well, the thing was, the guy, he had cracked lips, really bad hair, looked like he was strung out. Is anyone thinking Tyrone Biggins from the Dave Chappelle show? The man was a crackhead. Anyways, so the guy looks at us, looks around, he says, "Bless some crack." And us, being scared white folk, no, I'm just playing, said, no thanks. And me, being the intelligent person I was, I asked the crackhead, I said, "Hey, can you point us to where the highway is?" But halfway through the sentence, he kind of wandered off. But that's what you get whenever you ask a crackhead who's strung out on the crack.
But if you ask him where to get a free TV, he'll tell you that.
So, I open up my door, I walk over to the gas station to where the owners were sitting outside. And they said, "You don't look like you're from around here."
Can't sit here.
So I looked down at my attire and I said, "Is it that obvious?" So they pointed us back to where the highway was, and we went there and we went to the concert and had a good time. And that is my Eastside St. Louis story. Thank you.
So, the moral of that story is, crack kills.
At least makes you look bad.
Yeah, that's true. Whitney Houston, perfect example. So, as a rap taparoo, it ends J.Rod and T-Rubber Baby, Mother Flippin' 3. We figured we wouldn't give you as much funk and as much fun as we have on the other ones, because we're trying to mature our image. Not!
Yeah, okay.
We're just mellowing out so people will not love the funny guys so much. So, next time, we're going to bring you funk. We're going to bring you junk. We're going to bring you the more hilarious T-Rubber and J.Rod Mother Flippin' 4. Who wants more? Come see number 4. It's going to be so funny, it's going to make you want to smack your mama. Slap! And as we end the show once again, our motto, holler for $1.
Only one.
Not two.
Who's?